Here with us now, former U.S. Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, joining us in our studio. She's the author of the newly updated book, Memo to the President, How We Can Restore America's Reputation and Leadership. It's now out in paperback. And thank you very much. I noticed the brooch is the brooch you match today. The brooch on your book.
Do my best. Good to see you, Mika.
Fabulous. Great to see you. Nice to have you in. Thank you. Well, we've got some Joe Biden issues to discuss this morning. I'm sure you've read or heard his comments about Barack Obama potentially being tested as president. What do you make of his comments? Did he make a mistake?
Absolutely not. I mean, every president is tested, and everybody knows that the unexpected happens. In my book, I actually talk about the huge agenda that's out there, but also that something unexpected always happens. Something comes in to the inbox, and so I think it's a completely natural thing to say. And I also do think that Barack Obama is the right person to handle something that is critical, and we've seen that in his response to the financial crisis.
All right. We got one more follow-up on this, I'm sure. I'll let Joe take it away. And I just want to point out, Joe, we also have Lawrence O'Donnell on the set with us. He just walked in and sat down, so we got a party here.
Okay.
Joe Scarborough, take it away.
It's always frightening when Lawrence O'Donnell and Pat Buchanan are here to sing the praises of Sarah Palin. Yeah. Hose them down, fellas. Hose them down. Madam Secretary, great to have you with us this morning.
Good to see you, Joe.
Obviously, you were concerned about Barack Obama's experience when you supported Hillary Clinton. Barack Obama got attacked during the primaries by Hillary, by Joe Biden, by Chris Dodd. What can you say to Americans this morning to assure them that when that international crisis comes up, Barack Obama will be ready?
Well, I really do think in observing Barack Obama and meeting with him and really following the statements that he's made, I think he is more than ready. He is somebody that is very steady, has great judgment, wisdom. And what I really like about him, Joe, is that he is so open to listening to different ideas. I want to see a president who's confident enough to have different ideas around him and is able to integrate them all and move forward. I think he is very, very ready to be president, and I'm happy to support him.
You don't believe he will be like George Bush, where the cabinet meetings were a fait accompli, where they were going before? You think it is going to be much more open, more in the Bill Clinton model?
I do believe
leadership?
that. I do, and I have said that it's a real mistake to have people around you that just say yes sir, because you never know what the issues are, and you don't even know what you don't know. So I think it's very, very important to be able to listen to different ideas.
Madam Secretary, one more quick question, and I want to ask you about the most vexing problem most likely to face the next president. That is Pakistan. We have right now troops going across the border into Pakistan. You've got the Taliban, you've got Al-Qaeda, you possibly have Zawahiri and Osama bin Laden all being protected there. What do you tell the next president? Do you tell Barack Obama he's correct, that we should continue crossing that border when it may inflame tensions?
I really think, I often say that Pakistan has everything that gives you an international migraine, all the issues that you have mentioned. I do think that it's important to work with the new government of Pakistan and the military there, and to have coordination in terms of going after whatever is going on in the Northwest Territories. And I think that cooperation with them would be good, but the truth is if they don't cooperate, and we have to be concerned about our national interest.
Andrea Mitchell, want to chime in?
Well, yeah, I was wondering, Madam Secretary, what you think about Colin Powell, with whom you had some policy disputes back in the Clinton administration. What do you think the impact will be of his endorsement? And he did leave open the possibility that he would join in some fashion an Obama administration if Obama were successful. How do you think that would work?
Well, first of all, I think it's terrific that he endorsed, and we have had many conversations over the last weeks, and not only that he endorsed, but I thought that the way that he explained his endorsement was very important, and some of the issues that he raised. I think it's terrific. He's a great public servant, and I always hope to see him everywhere. I think it's great. I think it does speak very well to the fact that another Secretary of State believes that Barack Obama has the wisdom and judgment and is ready to be president.
But, Madam Secretary,
and do you share some of the... I'm sorry, Meek. I was just wondering whether you share his criticisms of Sarah Palin's readiness.
Well, I have some issues about that. You know, I think that it is a very difficult job. I think that in this day and age, with all the agenda items, that you need somebody who's ready to be a partner of the president and deal with the issues. And I think nobody's better qualified than Joe Biden. I've worked with him over the years. He really is a very, very smart person on issues of foreign policy and has the experience and has been to many countries, doesn't just look at them.
And Madam Secretary, just to follow up on the Powell question, because I'm looking at Eugene Robinson, who made an interesting point this morning, talking about how John McCain, in Powell's endorsement, Powell said he just didn't seem to have a grasp of the situation. Robinson points out that he mentioned nothing in particular that Obama did. What tells us that he is up to the challenge in terms of taking over the economic crisis that we face?
Well, I think you just have to watch the kind of responses that he's had in the since the economic crisis. He didn't kind of pick up and rush to Washington with some drama. And he basically has assessed the situation. He has gotten a lot of people together, people like Paul Volcker and Bob Rubin, and today he's having a meeting in Florida with a group of governors, and it's part of what I said earlier, Mika, in terms of his capability of wanting to listen to a lot of different voices, and I think he's come out with a very organized plan. So I think his whole response to the financial crisis is exactly the thing we want to see in the next president.
Pat Buchanan.
Madam Secretary, let me go back to your book, frankly, Memo to the President. And Barack Obama has said that on the Afghanistan issue, he's going to put in 10,000 more American troops there. Do you think this situation in Afghanistan lends itself to a military solution, or do you agree with General Petraeus and others who have said there's got to be some form of reconciliation, I guess, with a, quote, moderate Taliban? What do you think? I mean, who else are you going to reconcile with?
I love that phrase.
Well, let me say this, is I do think that it does require some extra military troops, and our military has said that. But I also do believe, and Barack Obama has said this also, that there have to be political solutions, that there have to be ways that the people of Afghanistan feel that they are going to have a better life, that their political system works. President Karzai or whomever in the political scene has to be able to have some control over the whole government. And what's interesting is that you do have to talk to people you don't like and that you disagree with in order to develop some kind of a political solution. So it does need some extra troops to put the security into place, train the Afghan army, but it will require a political solution also.
All right. Secretary Madeleine Albright, thank you so much for coming in. Your book, entitled once again, Memo to the President, and it's out in paperback now, How We Can Restore America's Reputation and Leadership. Thank you so much. Really good to see you.
Great to be with you, Mika.
Say hi to
nice
Katie.
Nice to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Great.